Am I saying your name right? Lane?
It's Ian. It's just spelled a Scottish way.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I am spell it for me, Ian.
Iain.
Oh my god.
It's
I
all right. It happens
should
all the
have asked
time.
you I should have asked you that before I went live. That's just gonna confirm my audience's notion that I can't read. Holy cow. It's Iain.
Yeah, that's right. It's not a normal way to spell it.
Okay, but there's no L there. It just shows. So let's go back to other people make that mistake too. Let's like make me not be as dumb as I am. So that people just see that first I as an L.
Yeah,
Oh,
always,
yeah.
always.
Okay, good. Always, always. So I'm just I'm just regular.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing to worry about.
Oh wow. Hey, you're Scottish?
I am Scottish. I don't really sound it though.
No, not at all.
No, I was born in Saudi Arabia, and my parents are Scottish, and I basically grew up in the Middle East.
Was your were your parents engineers?
My dad was an architect.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. And is that what he was doing there? Architect stuff?
Yeah, yeah. He graduated in Scotland, and I think he just didn't enjoy the work that he got and wanted to move on to something bigger and more exciting. So, yeah, just decided to go adventuring.
Ian, say your last name for me.
Barbour.
Barbour. Is that Scottish? Pretty classic Scottish last name.
Yeah, yeah. There's a brand over here called Barbour. It does like jackets and winter wear and stuff.
Okay.
But unfortunately, it has nothing to do with me.
You're not part of the clothing empire.
No, no, unfortunately not.
Um.
Although my other half thinks I'm holding it from her. She thinks it's a big secret, big family secret.
When you turn 65, you're going to show her the bank account.
Yeah, yeah. When we get married, it's all going to come out apparently.
Um. I remember I hadn't thought of this in I don't know 40 years, but I remember being in like elementary school and junior high, and there being this cohort of kids who's had been born in Saudi Arabia, but I remember all of their parents being engineers. But it was probably something. There's just probably was a huge building boom there, right? The whole Middle East, right, with all that oil money. I guess it's been going on for 40 or 50 years now. The building boom there, and so
Yeah,
your dad had skills that they could use.
yeah, absolutely. I think the Middle East had a lot of military bases, like American and British military bases, and part of the deal was that the engineers would come over and would help build the infrastructure. And it's part of the reason why places like Dubai have been able to grow so quickly. Um,
Yeah, crazy. Dubai's crazy.
yeah, yeah. So I moved to Dubai in 80, 88 or something like that. And I lived there till 2000 before coming back to Scotland to go to university. And I think during that time, it was maybe 300,000 people, and it was about almost 2 million when I left.
I think when I went there, they had. Yeah, I think when I went there, they had 300,000 citizens, and like you're right, like 2 million, like out of country. I don't know, employees or servants. I don't know what you call them, but
Okay.
people that they imported to help, run the country. Build, clean hotel rooms, run stores, all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you want to call your employees servants, then I've got servants too.
Well, yeah, fair enough. So you were actually born in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't spend much time there, just over a year. Then we went back to Scotland for my brother to be born because my parents learned the hard way that it's a pain in the ass to have your kids born elsewhere.
Okay. And then you stayed in Scotland until no.
Stayed maybe a year, and then I
Okay.
was straight back out. I think we were in Doha. We stayed maybe in Oman for a little while, and then we settled in Dubai. My dad started working for a Holiday Inn.
And how old were you when you moved to Dubai? 4?
Uh, yeah, I was young. Yeah,
How long and you stayed there until what did you say? 2000 what?
till 2000. I came back to. That's when I turned 18, and Middle East has laws where if you're an 18-year-old, you're an adult, and if you're a male, you better have a visa. So it was time for me to either get a job or continue my education elsewhere. So I moved back to the UK.
Wow, what a trip. So have you ever been back there since?
Yeah, go out there and see some friends. I've actually got a cousin that's out there now. It's so different, so different.
Yeah, so your whole childhood was in this country that's not, I guess, your native country, and then now you're back in Scotland, and you've been there. And how old are you now?
I'm 44.
Oh, interesting. And because yeah, your accent, you almost sound American.
Yeah, I think that's why I grew up on MTV.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What was it like growing up there? What did you do? Were you in a compound with other, like where all the foreigners were? Like all your friends were just this eclectic mix of parents of kids of engineers and architects and people who were coming to help build
Yeah,
the Dubai Empire?
yeah, literally like that. It was at the very, very beginning. It was you're all on compounds, and yeah, you're Westerners, so you've got like a license to buy alcohol with a credit allowance for your weekly shopping, and you can have your parties on your compounds, but not anywhere else. And then eventually it kind of grew outside of that, and then you rent a property like anywhere in the city.
And was there a dominant group there, like were most of the people from Ireland or the US or Australia or Germany? Was there like one cohort that was like the most of the Westerners, or was it just total mix?
It was a big mix, but there weren't that many Americans, to be fair. There was an American school, so maybe they just kept to themselves. But um, no, we mostly Brits, a lot of South Africans, a lot of Oz.
Brits, South Africans, and a lot of Scottish people, you said?
Yeah, quite a lot of Scottish people, a lot of Welsh, a lot
Inter
of English, unfortunately.
uh, and did you say a lot of English, unfortunately?
Yeah,
Um, don't you live on the same piece of land as those guys, right?
yeah, we have to share
Yeah. Um, and were you active as a kid? What did you guys do there as kids?
everything. I mean, it was a great place to grow up when we were young. The beach was just open to anybody because there weren't hotels or anything that took up all the proprietary space. So I would sit on my dad's lap and learn how to drive the 4x4 off road. And if people had jet skis, they'd just bring them down to the beach. You'd camp and have fires. So yeah, growing up, it was all the stuff you used to do when you were young. Quite American. I played a little bit of baseball of all things.
Mm.
Swam a lot because it's hot. We did some wakeboarding. I was terrible at that. But yeah,
What about rugby? Is rugby a big sport? That's a big sport in Scotland, right?
yeah. Rugby and football are the main sports. Football's our national sport. I'm terrible at both. I played rugby for a little while in Dubai. I played on the sevens team. That's about it. I was like relatively competitive, but yeah, I think big fish, small pond type thing.
Yeah, Iain, just to help me out here, sevens, there's different kinds of rugby. Sevens is a team with 7 players, but like when you play at the official number is how many?
15 for union. So
So there's 30 guys on the field at the same time in a professional rugby game?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Well,
Isn't American football like more? It looks like there's a billion of you on there.
oh, I don't know. That's a good question. That's a lot of dudes banging around. Yeah, maybe there are. Someone tell me, how many people are there on an American football team?
They've got like offensive and defensive as well. There must be loads on their team. Yeah, so we just play 7. It's 7 minutes aside. You get like a minute or so break at halftime. And it is basically just for the smaller, faster cardio people.
11. Okay.
Because
Um,
yeah, I'm a hobbit. I'm pretty stunted. So once I stopped growing, rugby union kind of went off the table.
and the weather, in Dubai, does it ever, or does it ever get cold there?
Yeah, it gets all the way down to about 18 degrees Celsius. I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit.
But I sense that that's not very cold.
Nah, it's not very cold. 64.
Oh boy. And does it get cloudy there? Does it get cloudy or rain there?
Yeah, we get rain like a couple days a year, and I think hottest days is like really hot though. 50 degrees it'll go up to, which is pretty warm. That'll be 122.
And your people, aren't made for direct access to the sun, aren't you? Aren't you? You're supposed to be under a tree or something, aren't you? Or cloud cover.
Yeah, I mean, well, my parents did a pretty good job of neglecting me in the sunshine, so I'm okay. But yeah, typically speaking, now that I'm back in the UK and I get about one holiday a year, the sun destroys me.
Yeah, what a crazy place to send Scottish people out to the desert.
Yeah, that was great. It's a nice story, right?
Yeah. Um, and at 18, is it hard for you to leave? Is that weird? Because that's like all you know. Did Dubai feel like home?
Yeah, yeah, it did. It was awful actually for me. Most of my friends were really excited because the drinking age in Dubai is 21. They saw it as an opportunity to have free agency, be out of the house, no responsibilities. But I don't know. I've been to Scotland a lot of times, seen my relatives, and it was a nice life. I had a swimming pool in my back garden, and we'd have a barbecue anytime we wanted it. And I just knew that that wasn't going to be something I could do anymore. So
And,
it was hard to leave.
and I picture a compound with like lots of kids and neighborhoods with lots of kids and bicycles. And as I recall, Dubai is very, very safe.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'd be. I mean, not when I was 18, but when you're younger, you'd be outside just playing football or roller hockey or whatever, and it wouldn't. Yeah, no one would bother you.
But as a young man, you do not want to get in trouble in Dubai.
No,
And
no.
as young men, we tend to seem to get in trouble. That's not the place you want to get in trouble.
Yeah, yeah, and they're pretty strict on some stuff. I got in trouble for holding hands with a girl once, and learned
Oh,
all about it.
oh, really? Tell me that story. What happened?
Just the girl I was dating walking down the street, holding hands, and the police came up or drove up behind us, pulled us over. Very, very polite, courteous, walked up to us, went to the girl, and were like, "Can we speak to you a moment?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." They took her aside and they're like, "Oh, we're going to take you home. Where do you live? We'll look at, we'll make sure that your family know you're safe." And then they turned to me and took me around to the side of the car, gave me a slap around the face a little bit, chat, like, "You can't be doing this," like screaming in my face. And I was just like, I was young. I was like, so scared. I was just like, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm so sorry."
Wow. Wow. That's how old were you? Were you like 14 or?
Yeah, yeah. Something like 13, 14, maybe.
Yeah. So it went from the greatest day of your life, oh my God, I can't believe I'm holding a girl's hand, to
To a bunch of guys screaming at me in Arabic and like, yeah. And then just
wow.
left me to walk on my way home as well. So I was like, okay, I've
Wow.
learned a lesson.
Did they tell your parents or anything?
No, and neither did I.
No. Okay. Jeez. Well, at least you didn't get your hands chopped off or something.
Yeah, that would be pretty extreme.
And so you go back to Scotland, and do you stay with relatives? How is that? How do you start a new life there?
I went to halls. I went to university halls of residence, and I ended up getting put into. That's where I met my business partner actually for CrossFit Glasgow. He was a a formidable drinking partner actually, I would say. And yeah, spent 4 years in Scotland learning. Did sports science with some anatomy. Graduated thinking, this is great. I'm going to start training people. I really want to help people and get into fitness and be inspired. Walked into a gym, couldn't get hired because I hadn't done some crappy PT course. And then,
That's a licensure thing.
yeah, it's kind of
Mhm.
like, yeah, it takes a couple of months to get. And
Quickest way to kill free markets, licensure.
yeah.
Go on.
And then, so I just, sorry, I say we, I did the course, tried to work in a gym here, couldn't. But Fitness First is like a chain of gyms, global gym chain, and it was really taking off in the Middle East. So it was a great opportunity for me to go back to Dubai.
Oh,
And I think Daniel Chaffee was in charge of them for a while, for Europe.
well, you know what? You could look like you could be related to him, like a cousin or something. When I saw that, I was like, oh God, he kind of looks like Daniel.
God, Pedro said that to me as well. I'm not sure what it is.
Hey, that's a compliment. I think the mirror loves Daniel Chaffee. I suspect. Let's take it as a compliment.
I'll need to now. I'm not sure he'll take it as a compliment when I tell him, though.
When you said you went to the university halls, what is that? I looked up university halls. Is that a university, or does that mean you went to the dorms in a university? What's that mean?
Yeah, sorry. So I went to University of Glasgow. It's a
Okay.
big uni, like 50,000 students or something.
Wow.
And I stayed in one of their one of their dorms, and for the first year. And then you're meant to. So my parents and myself flew back from Dubai, went to this place. They put you in this like tiny little hotel room type thing. And mom and dad are just like, okay, this is it. See you later. Close the door, and I'm sat there and I'm like, fuck, this got pretty real pretty quick.
Yeah. And a little bit of a culture shock.
Yeah, absolutely. Just I mean, you're in, where are you in America? California or something?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So probably similar climates. People like to be outdoors. You come here and it literally rains over 200 days a year.
Wow. And you're back at home with your people, but you for the first time in your life too.
Yeah. Just trying to figure out the accent. I'm like anyone else. I'm just like, what? Say that again.
Oh, I love it. And so you go back there and you do your 4 years. And what did you say you studied? You studied anatomy and what? Physiology?
Yeah, sports science, anatomy.
Sports science. Okay.
Yeah.
And why did you choose that? Do you remember?
I love training people. When I was at school, I was just one of those jack of all trades kids. I was on the running team, the swimming team, the water polo team, the football team, the rugby team. Didn't matter. And I would stay after school and I would help the PE teachers train the younger teams as well. And I really enjoyed it. So I just felt like it was something I wanted to do. And I never thought I'd own a business, but I always thought I'd just work with teams or work with individuals.
Yeah,
Help them.
that's interesting. And I think a lot of people. I never knew this until I had kids myself. But when you take kids somewhere and they do a lot of training and sports, like you did, one of the byproducts of that is all my kids are good teachers, because when you look at it, you think, oh, that my kid's learning soccer today, but also as the byproduct, he's learning how to coach because he's constantly taking instruction.
Yeah.
Constantly, whether they're visual cues, tactile cues, verbal cues, but that's all my kids get all day as they go to all these different things that they do. Whereas when you just sit in I don't think you glean that when you're just in the public school system, just sitting there listening to a teacher. I don't remember learning jack shit about how to teach from my teachers. But now that I watch all my kids do all their training, I'm learning more about coaching because all I do is watch coaches work all day.
Yeah, that's right. And I think training, I've always loved training. Training is like, it's just a real kind of melting pot, isn't it? Like you get to try things. There's no cost or consequence to trying it.
Mm-hmm.
You just constantly learn and you're sharing ideas with one another. And I always really liked that. Like with the younger crowd, you could be telling them about, oh, try this. This is how I learned this skill. And then when you see it actually work for some people or click, that's all the reward you need, really, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And they're so appreciative.
Yeah. And, I don't have much of an ego about it. Like, I would say I prefer training to competing. So if someone can be better than me, and I help that process, then power to them. I love it.
Yeah. So Is it a bit of a slog going because you want to train people, but yet at the university you're having to learn anatomy and sports science? Did you enjoy that, or were you like, man, I really just want to get out there and put my hands on people?
Yeah, I really wanted to train people, but I I didn't grow up in a bad environment. I was very well looked after, probably too protected.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have the confidence that a lot of young kids have today. So
Mm,
if you
mm,
took me out of that, I wasn't ready to make any big decisions, and I needed those extra 4 years in uni to sort some shit out, you know?
mm. Yeah, very, very well said. I can relate to that totally. Being taken care of and just not having any like, and when you say confidence, you mean um, belief in yourself yet?
Yeah, and even just knowing where to start, you know?
Yeah,
I think, my parents did a great job of raising me, I think, but they're amazing people, but I was never I never had to go out and get a job or anything when I was younger. I was never like pushed for any of that. I was just allowed to just, like I said, I was like competing or training all the time. I was allowed to just really dive in headfirst into all of that. And I think when I went to university, I just went because I just always went to school, and
right,
I didn't
right,
realize there was many other options.
right. Right. Me too. I think you're describing millions of us. Okay. Quick detour. Back to American football. 53 on the active roster, only 48 eligible to play on game day. Well, thank you, Mr. Clock Cutter. 16 on the practice squad, plus an additional spot for international pathway development. So 70 max on an NFL team. Well, thank you. All right.
70.
Wow. All right. Like a small school.
Yeah.
Kevin Gainey, love that. I prefer training over competition. Hey, if you don't love training, you probably aren't going to make it to the competition anyway.
Yeah, it's true. I
I
mean,
mean,
the
that would suck
competition's good, but
because 99% of the life for competing is training, right?
yeah. I mean, I think competition has a really important place, and we'll probably get to that when we talk about the Open. But I think, yeah, I don't know. Like, you learn so many life skills, and you hang out with people, and there's a social element, and I think that's where all the team bonding is as well.
Yeah.
I think competition's a time when team frustration creeps in sometimes.
Right. Right. Um, and so you end up at what did you call it? Don't tell me. Fitness First. You end up at Fitness First, and
Yeah,
that's a chain, and that chain is. Did it show up to Scotland, or did you go? You went back to Dubai to work there?
I went out to Dubai to work there, and it was real humble pie. It was eye opening. I think if anybody's not worked for a Globo gym, it's a great place to start. The It was brand new out there, so I worked in this place called Ibn Battuta Mall, which was like the first venue. It opened up to about 4,000 new members. I had no
Wow.
sales experience, no real personal training experience, and I was just given this folder along with the other personal trainers, and they were like, "Here you go. You're employed to work." I think I had to take 2 Les Mills classes a day, maybe, and I had to do 2 hours of cleaning a day, and then the rest of it was you're going to do personal training, but you're going to book it yourself. And I had to just pick up the phone. If I wanted to make any money, I just had to learn how to pick up the phone and call these people in and get them in.
Wow. And when you say 2 hours of cleaning, you mean like cleaning equipment or cleaning the bathrooms or the showers or that kind of stuff?
Yeah, just resetting it after morning, resetting it after the evening. It would be open from 5 a.m. and the Middle East, they love to stay up late, right? So I think it closed about close to midnight.
And these people who were potential clients, were they locals or were they foreigners like yourself?
Mostly foreigners, some
Okay.
locals, but yeah, I would I would book a 25 sessions of PT. You would pay up front, so the gym makes the money. And then every time you come in to train with Iain, you'd say that at the desk and you'd initial one of your sessions off. And then they would pay me like $25 for taking that session. And that,
Do you go ahead? Sorry.
yeah, and that was it. And then I would just have to grow that myself, which of course just it never ended, right? You just work yourself into oblivion.
Do you remember your first call?
No, but I remember a lot of people hanging up.
Do you remember did you read from a script? Do you remember what you'd say? Hi, this is Ian. I'm from Fitness First, and then click.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, I would, you call people up, and their kids would answer, and they'd be screaming, and you just like, I just didn't have any confidence at all. And eventually, you get a thick skin to it. A week in, and you don't care anymore. You're trying things out. And I
Um,
started to speak to the other trainers to figure out what worked and what didn't.
did Daniel Chaffee come into Fitness First the exact same way? Do you think he had the exact same job you did when he first went there?
I don't know. I don't think so. It sounded like he was quite a bigwig when I was in there. He was like head of Europe or something.
Because his people skills are probably the best people skills of any human being I've ever met. Um, he's charming, he's sincere, he's eloquent, and I was wondering, I'm like, God, I wonder if he just got thrown into the fire too, and that's where he
He
got his
was
chops
a
at.
he was a holiday rep for a while.
What's a holiday rep?
Like you go away to Spain or something,
Uh-huh.
and somebody basically brings the party to you. So they drag you out to all these events and put on all these shows for you
Oh,
at the hotels and venues. So he's like one of
like a
those guys.
butler for rich people, like a kind of like a fancy high level butler,
Not even,
social
not
butler.
even
No,
like
no.
the other end of the scale is like you book a holiday in this hotel, and they're just going to basically make sure that you've got lots of alcohol and you're doing lots of karaoke and the energy's always high and you're dancing on the tables, and
Oh,
they hire
wow.
someone like Dan Chaffee to make sure that the party's still going.
Wow. I got to hear that story from him. I've hung out with him so many times. I haven't heard that. He is a is a remarkable person.
Yeah, he has some good stories about that. You should ask. I think something they had some sort of Olympics. You should ask about that.
I wonder how he stayed out of trouble because he's very attractive too, and I suspect
I don't think he did.
I think trouble probably found him quite easily. Um, so okay, so you do that, and when and how long did you do that, and how was that? Did you eventually find your groove, your pacing?
Yeah, I did that for a good couple of years, and I found I worked from basically nothing to the point where they didn't want me taking these classes anymore. They didn't want me cleaning anymore because I was earning more money for them doing personal training. So I eventually got to, I think I was doing between 7 and 8 hours of PT a day, and then trying to book 4 hours on Saturdays and Sundays as well. So I was doing about, I think my most was 200 sessions in a month.
Wow.
Um, but like I said, it was just a black hole. You'd sit down with your manager, they'd look it over, and they'd be like, this is really good. You should go for 210. And you're just sitting there like you're just smashed.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy. That's like 7 clients a day, and that means you're there like 12 hours a day because obviously they don't run perfectly concurrent. You were there all day, every day.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was in this big mall, so I would disappear around lunchtime and come back in the afternoon. It was the best chance for people to show up, because if somebody didn't show up, you were screwed. I just couldn't book anyone in for the rest of the week.
Okay.
But I had a, I basically burned out, and I had a few really, really good clients, like good guys, very wealthy, and they wanted a lot more support. So I basically just started working solely for them, and they were paying me much more. If they wanted to train any day, anytime, I would just go around and make sure they get a session in. I'd go out shopping with them to help them with their diet. And that basically got me out of Fitness First and into kind of private training.
And you were doing that there.
Yeah, I was doing that there, and that was a change in my visa status. So I had to start doing a thing called a visa run, because I could only stay in the country for like 90 days. So then I'd have to like disappear out the country for a day and come back
Mhm.
in the country to get my passport restamped.
Gotcha. And how long did you do that?
I did that almost a year, and that's what got me into CrossFit.
Oh, and tell me about that.
So I was training a guy who had a security team, and he would travel around a lot, and we would go all over the world. So I would sit in the gym. He was training for a triathlon, and I would sit in the gym, and if we were in Vegas, he wouldn't show up to the gym each day. So I've flown all the way there, nothing to do, don't really know anyone. Wake up, go downstairs, sit in the gym at the time we organized. He wouldn't show, but then his security team would train, and they were just doing these like really short, fast workouts, and I was in the bodybuilding zone, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. What year is this, Ian?
This would have been 2000 and 2007, 2008.
Okay, so very early.
Yeah. And yeah, so that kind of got me into it. And then I started, found CrossFit.com, and I started watching all these documentaries by all these people like yourself. And it got me inspired. And I was like, right, this is it. This is the answer.
So the security team was already doing CrossFit?
Yeah. They were like, one of them or two of them were ex-SWAT guys. So they'd already knew about it for a while.
Did you have any pushback at first? When you were watching them train, were you like, what are they doing? They're doing that all wrong.
No, not at all. I was previously training with a guy who was Mr. Pakistan in my gym, and he was enormous and probably taking everything. Now that I look back on it, but yeah, it was like I got pretty big and I got really slow, and I had some friends that wanted to play some rugby on the beach, and I remember running around. I could barely turn. I couldn't run backwards anymore, and I was just dying, and I just really felt trapped in my body. And I was sitting there and I was like thinking, fucking hell, like I take my t-shirt off and I might look as good as anybody, but I can't do anything. So I was already pretty unhappy with my training anyway. And I was already just trying to do some more running because I didn't know what else to do. I'm just literally a typical PT at this time. I don't know what I don't know.
And then, so you see these guys doing this, and do you remember hearing the word CrossFit from them?
Yeah, I remember them talking about, like, showing me the website, like just this yellow and white website, picture of a dog. I love dogs. Remember that?
Yes. God, I missed that website. Wow, that's crazy. It's so interesting. My introduction to CrossFit, the person who introduced me to it, was a personal security for the prince in Saudi Arabia, the big one.
Wow.
And yeah, and he was friends with Travis Bajent, the arm wrestler guy. And
I love his videos.
Yeah. And so I was at an event, filming an arm wrestling event, I want to say in Denver, Colorado, and his name was Travis also. And so Travis is like, hey, this is my best buddy. And I started talking to him, and he was buff and fast and athletic. And he started this is probably 2005, and he started telling me about the workouts he did. And I remember turning to my friend Carrie, who was there, and I go, isn't it sad that this guy is so fit and so good looking, but he has to lie to us about his workouts? Because he was telling us he did 100 pull-ups and like was putting 225 pounds over his head for reps. And we were just like, that's so sad and then he would run. And we were like, that's so sad he has to lie when he's already so fit. And then a week later, my buddy Kerry calls me. He's like, hey, I went and looked at that website. That guy wasn't lying. I'm like, dude, no one does 100 pull-ups in a workout. And but it's interesting that he was in private security detail also. And yeah, that's very interesting. So you see, and did you fall? Do you remember your first workout you tried that was like that?
I remember doing a workout that involved running and thrusters, and I don't know if I had anything else, and I was smashed, beyond smashed. But I remember Fran the first time I did that more than anything.
Yeah, I remember the first time I tried that too. Tell me about the first time you did Fran. Were you in Dubai?
Yeah. I was. I think I did it at about 30 kilos. So and that's the female RX. What's
Yeah,
that?
like 65 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah. And 21 was light-ish. My
Yeah.
squat depth was probably atrocious. My lockout probably wasn't there overhead. Got to about 16 or 17 and thought, this is really starting to burn, put it down. And I just remember putting the bar down during the 21s and it literally taking about 15 seconds for me to pick it up just to do 4 more reps.
Yeah.
And then head over to the pull-ups and just be, pull-ups were nothing, like, you know, 2s, 3s, absolutely nothing. Grind my way through them. And I remember picking up the bar in the 15s and thinking, first couple of reps thinking, oh, wow, like there's some strength there. I've obviously recovered a little bit.
Yeah.
Got to 6, put it back down again. And just, yeah, whole world just caves in after that. You know, when you get that prickly face, like you've been taking a pre-workout.
Yeah.
I remember that feeling so well.
Yeah, it's a trip. The first time I did it, I was with a friend and we just took turns. I remember he did 11, then I did 11. Then we went and drank some water. We didn't even know it was supposed to be for time. We probably took 30, 40 minutes to do it. You know what I mean? We were just hanging out. We just took turns doing sets until we got through the whole thing. And then I remember thinking later, the first time I did it for time, it was like, it was a disaster. I remember after the 21 pull-ups, my forearms didn't even operate.
Yeah, I remember looking on the comments and seeing, I think it took me about 10 minutes.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And then I looked on the comments.
Because you were doing strict pull-ups and everything. You had no idea, right?
Yeah. But I mean, even the strict pull-ups were probably like, I'm only going to here. I'm not going all the way.
Right.
But then, yeah, I'd look on the comments and who was it? Like, it was Greg Amundsen. And I'd see like his time. And I'm like, bullshit. Like, no way.
Right.
Just,
everyone was a liar on that board until you finally saw it in real life and you're like, oh.
Yeah, you think everyone's just trolling, you know?
Right. God, that blog was great. Okay, and do you start this guy that you're doing personal training with, do you start pivoting his training towards that? The guy who's training for the triathlon, the wealthy guy?
Oh, 100%. Literally nobody had a choice at that point. I was so inspired by it and I was so excited by it that everybody was basically doing CrossFit.
And were you concerned that you were losing your strength and your body composition was changing?
Like I said, no, because I felt like I could go play rugby again, or I could play football or whatever. And that's all I really cared about.
Milky Hammers, my first CrossFit workout was 100 burpees. I was 6'8", 230 at the time. No previous exposure. I thought I died. Oh my goodness.
I like they wrote, I was 6'8".
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine putting a guy 6'8" through 100 burpees for time for his first workout?
I can't imagine being 6'8".
No, right, exactly. Yeah, that's 18 inches taller than me or something. Crazy.
That's huge.
Yeah. Still 6'8", now 260. Oh my goodness. Wow.
It's a lot of human.
Yeah, that's crazy. What size shoe are you, Milky Hammers? You must have an enormous foot. I first discovered it in 2014 when some guys in my gym were doing it. I started to research it online. A picture of Rich popped up. Yeah, I needed to know everything about it. Yeah, Rich is such a good ambassador in every way.
Yeah, he's everywhere now.
Yeah. So you take off. You're obviously there during the early days when people are posting crazy times in the he wears a size 15. Crazy. Sevi, imagine being 5'8". Yeah, that would be crazy if I was 3 inches taller. Holy shit. When I go roller skating, I bet you I'm like 5'9". It's crazy.
You see the world from a totally different angle.
I'm looking down at little kids being like, I'll kick your ass. What? Want a piece of me? So So you're doing that, and you're in Dubai, and do you remember your first affiliate you went into?
Yeah, it was called Clan CrossFit. I ended up working there.
And what country was that in?
That was in Glasgow.
Okay. Oh, so you didn't actually go to one in Dubai. Was there one even in Dubai then?
So yes, just when I was leaving, Candace and oh fuck, I can't remember his name. They were opening Life Spark Dubai, and that was the first affiliate. And I was really inspired at that point, and I really, really wanted to open something myself. But considering that there was literally only one in Dubai and it was just opened, I looked at Glasgow and I was like, trying to get Gavin into this too. We could open a gym.
Gavin was your buddy from college,
Yeah.
and he was interested in fitness too. You stayed in contact with him,
Yeah. We used to send each other like emails because that's what you did back then.
right?
And he was doing like the rock hard body challenge from Men's Health or something. So he was like smashing sweet potato to get some abs or something. And I
Look
would
at the
keep sending him. I would send him like, do a 2K row for time, and he's just like, "What is this shit? I'm not doing this."
No one used to ever be on the rower. Do you remember that? No one would touch the rower. Boy, the very creative crowd. Clan CrossFit with K's. Wow. All right. A clam. You pervert. Clam CrossFit. Wow. All right. So okay. So you there is one opening in Dubai. You don't go to. Why do you end up leaving? It sounds like you had a pretty sweet arrangement, traveling the world and training this guy. What eventually causes you to break off and go back to Scotland and open a gym, or do something there to train there?
I think just frustration, really. Like when you train these people who are so busy and they're paid so well, you're really just a commodity to them. Like I had one client, he was 14 years old and he weighed 145 kilos, really, really overweight. And his family were very, very wealthy. And there were no rules for this kid. And I couldn't do anything to help him. I was basically just, I was hired by these people, but if they didn't want to train that day, what else can I do other
Right.
than make them feel a bit guilty? So then you start, you become friends with them over time, as you inevitably do, and then you're at events with them, and then people go, "Oh yeah, you're his trainer," and I'm standing there and I'm looking at him thinking, "He's a fat fuck. I don't want to admit that I'm his trainer."
Right.
Because there's no reward in there anymore, and it's just you're a commodity, really. So I just I got tired of that, and I wanted to do something for. I just wanted to feel like I was doing something that changed people and made things better,
It's interesting because you have a very similar, your story runs very similar to Greg's. Greg had a very wealthy client, and he would go sit in his client's gym and wait for his client. And as many times as not, his client wouldn't show up, wouldn't come downstairs. And although he would get paid, handsomely, his time was just sitting there. And yeah, and it's kind of interesting. And in that free time is when he started writing the journal.
Well, that's the main difference between Greg and I. Is in that free
You
time,
didn't write the journal.
I didn't write shit. I just got frustrated.
It's interesting. I don't. You've probably heard the story, but Greg would take the plyo boxes and build a desk in the gym, and just wait there all day, and then just work there from a plyo box desk he made.
That's amazing. No, I'd be making forts.
Right. So okay, so you tell me about the break. Was that challenging? Was that hard? Because obviously you're making good money and it's comfortable in the sense that like, hey, they don't show up either way. You're getting paid. How do you finally make the break and be like, okay, I'm going to go home? Is the plan I'm going to go home and open my own CrossFit gym?
So at the time, I was engaged to somebody, and things went south really, really fast. Very, very sudden, very painful, and I continued to just work in Dubai and hang out with my friends. That some of my friends from school were still there, but after about 3 or 4 months, I was just like, there's enough of a catalyst for me to want to try something new and just get away. So I felt like going back to Glasgow would be. I went back to Glasgow and stayed there for a month or 2 months, and Gavin and I trained almost every day. And whilst we were training every day, I was wearing a CrossFit t-shirt, and a guy in the gym who was a personal trainer was like, "Oh, I'm going to open a CrossFit gym," and that was my way in. So it gave me enough of an excuse to come back to the UK to get started. Because again, I had no business experience or acumen at all. So I had an idea that I wanted to open a gym, and I'd saved up some money, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. So this guy kind of gave me all the answers, luckily.
And this was the Clan CrossFit.
Yeah, that's right. And that was a disaster in all the best ways possible.
Meaning that you learned a lot from the struggles of opening a new CrossFit gym.
Yeah. The writing was on the wall from day one. Like this guy, it was a male and female partners. Like they had nothing to do with each other personally. They were just business partners. And the very first day they opened, I'd never taken a CrossFit class, and he didn't even show up to the opening day, to the launch.
The owner.
Yeah. And I'm standing there with like a hockey team and a rugby team. And I'm like, fuck, I guess I'm doing it then. They didn't have a website, so I had to learn how to make a website. They weren't checking on the memberships, and they were pretty late with the programming. So I learned how to build a website, take memberships, do programming, run classes. So
and take ownership. So you took ownership. You're like, okay, I'm going to do this.
Oh yeah, I stood there. I was like, I might as well.
Wow.
Figure something's better than nothing, right?
Yeah. So that was a great opportunity for you.
Yep. So they lasted about a year, and then the agreement I had
what was he thinking, by the way? Did you ever find out what happened? What he was thinking? He just had overcommitted. He loved CrossFit and wanted to open a gym, but just hadn't thought it through.
Oh, Savannah, I got no idea. Like,
okay.
The female definitely had her level 1. And it turns out the guy didn't show up for day 2 of the level 1. There's a lot of stuff like that. He was a proper, like, charismatic, like, finger guns guy. He's gonna,
Okay.
He'd like, Gavin and I would be working all day. He'd promise us like chicken and a Red Bull, and then he'd just never come back. Just stuff like that.
Wow, he almost sounds like a drug addict.
Yeah, he was just really unreliable. I don't know. Must have had a lot going on that I was never aware of. But after a year, I was meant to. I put money in at the start.
Oh, of the Clan CrossFit.
Mm-hmm. As an opportunity to buy in as a partner after a year.
Okay.
And then it got to the end of the year, and they wanted a lot more money.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, well, I need to see the books then.
What year is this?
This is 2009 to 2010.
Okay, so now at this point you have 3 years of your own CrossFit experience.
Yeah.
And have you taken your level 1 at that point? Have you taken your level 1 at that point?
Yes.
Okay. Just to go back real quick, when did you take your level 1?
Must have been 2009.
And where did you take it? Do you remember?
Central London.
Wow. That's an early one for London.
I had Joe Alexander on that course and Miko Salo.
Miko was was one of the seminar staff?
2010 I did it.
Wow, that's crazy. Did Miko give a lecture?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Yami was there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like old. Very old.
Yami, Joe, and Miko. Anyone else?
I don't really remember. I think Gavin went to the one right after, and Spieler was on that one because I remember being gutted about that.
You had good people, man. Yami knows his shit, and Miko was such a unique character, and Joe Alexander knows his shit. Wow.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, and Yeah, so I just CrossFit Glasgow already existed then as well. It was just owned by somebody else.
Okay, so going back, so a year's up, and you've already invested into the gym, and now to get ownership, they're asking an exorbitant price that you don't think is worth it. So you asked to see the books.
Yeah, and the moment I asked to see the books, the guy just told me there and then, "No, get out, you're fired." And I was like, all right, but I'm literally going to take classes in an hour. I swear, classes in like 10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I don't care, get out. And I was like, okay. So then I just remember walking out the office and walking past all these people at the whiteboard, and they're like, hey, Ian. I'm like, hey, see you later. And that's all I said was see you
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
And I never went back. And that was it.
And who was your friend's name at the time? The guy you went back and started training with after Dubai?
Gavin.
Gavin. Okay. And was Gavin training there too?
Yeah. Gavin stayed on for an extra month or two and was privy to all the
Chaos.
stories. Yeah.
And so that gym ended. How much longer was that gym around after you left?
It lasted in various forms, but I think it de-affiliated within the year. I think that was it gone.
And then, so what was your plan after that? So here you are. In what city is this? This is in Glasgow?
But yeah, Glasgow.
Okay. And CrossFit Glasgow existed at that point also?
Yeah. There's a guy called Craig Zielinski who owned CrossFit Glasgow. And Craig was really ahead. This is really early CrossFit for the UK. I think there's a guy called Davey Easton, and this is like old UK CrossFit. And he got gifted CrossFit Glasgow by Glassman.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they'd never allow that now.
No. So Craig was just really ahead of his time. He started up a shop which had like those Vivo barefoot shoes. But this is in like 2008.
Wow.
When no one's wearing them. He had all this outdoor gear and just basically kind of ruined himself by just being too far ahead of the curve. There was no market there yet for him.
Mm-hmm.
But he went out on credit cards to get his level 1. And
those were called 5 fingers back then, right? I think I remember those, the 5 finger shoes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Vibram or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Vibrams.
Yeah, I remember seeing those. Those were weird back then. Now they're normal.
Yeah. So yeah, he just accrued some debt and went out to the States and did his level 1 and met Glassman. He actually got interviewed on HQ, did a bunch of videos when he was out there.
This is Craig Zielinski?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he got gifted it. So that was in like 26th of September 2008, CrossFit Glasgow was started. And then I met Craig after I got fired from Clan. We had a really good chat.
Oh,
he was really
goodness. This guy really has been around forever. Holy shit. Mm-hmm. Is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh my goodness.
Craig from Scotland.
Hello.
So
I did the running birthday. I was saying.
I don't even recognize that gym. Do you recognize that gym?
No, not a clue.
It doesn't look like CrossFit San Diego. That was the one Lisa owned. Oh God, you've been around forever. You've seen some shit.
I'm old as fuck.
Wow. Okay, sorry. That's wild. She used to be the affiliate director.
Yeah.
And Greg's girlfriend. Do you remember all that?
I was never a part of HQ. I would only hear these things through the grapevine.
All right. Okay, sorry. Go on. Wow, that I didn't expect to see that. That is some crazy shit.
Yeah, so I got fired from Clan. I went to I was speaking to Craig at the time, and he wasn't doing anything with it. And I just went out for a bunch of coffees and chats, and he was like, I just wanted to do something, so I'll just give it to you. So then he did that, and I was annoyed, and I knew how to start a gym now. So I just went out on my...
Why were you annoyed?
Well, I was just annoyed that like I was treated that way by a client, and
okay. Not that he gave it to you.
No, they gave it to me. I was really annoyed with the way I was treated. So I was like, right, that's it. And I just went out and started looking at properties. I knew that if I opened a gym, most of their client base would come to me. This is what I was doing earlier when I was looking at all the teams that are beating us in the open signups just now, figuring out where they are. Yeah. And then I found a space. I told Gavin, let's start up a business. Gavin said, I have no money. And I was like, I don't need your money. I need your time. So Gavin bought in with his time, and that was it. We opened on the 7th of September, 2011.
Wow.
And our first workout was 12-minute AMRAP of body weight squats and ab mat sit-ups and burpees or something.
When did you order? September of 2011?
Yeah.
Shit, so you've been around a long time. Oh, you're at your 15-year anniversary.
Yeah, so yeah, our affiliate is 17 years old, and we've had it for, this will be coming up in our 15th year.
And like I was saying, obviously Glasgow's the capital.
Edinburgh's the capital.
Oh, okay.
It's the prettier city.
Okay,
but we're the bigger one.
Okay, and in CrossFit, I think, I don't know if they still have it, but they had a rule that they put in place after a few years that you couldn't, the ones that were like CrossFit Las Vegas, CrossFit New York City, CrossFit San Francisco, CrossFit Glasgow, those were grandfathered in, but after that, they wouldn't allow CrossFit gyms to be named after these major metropolises.
Yeah, that's right. But I think they've gone back on that again now because...
Oh, you can do it now.
Well, CrossFit Edinburgh is only a couple of years old.
Oh, okay.
So...
And I think the reason for that, if I recall, was because they felt that like then when people search for CrossFit gyms in those cities, those people would just take all the search.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Wow. How many people live in Glasgow?
600,000 in city center and 2.2 million kind of in the outer areas.
Wow. Okay. Big city.
Yeah, big.
How old is Glasgow as a city?
Pass. No
Okay.
idea.
Okay. But forever.
Yeah. Really, really old. Really old.
Let me see. Glasgow. Let me just give it a quick wiki. Glasgow is the most populous city in Scotland, located on the banks River of the Clyde. It is the third most populous city in the United Kingdom. Wow. Oh, what's bigger, London and Liverpool?
Birmingham.
Oh, Birmingham. Okay. In 2020, estimated population of 600,000, millions living in the outer areas. Glasgow became a county in 1893. The city had previously been in the historic county of Lancashire. All right. Is it still growing? What's going on there? Is Glasgow a growing city?
Yeah, Glasgow's quite a young city. It's got a bunch of universities in it. So it used to be a real working class city. It used to have used to build boats here on the Clyde, and it's a real kind of blue collar city. Now it's much more kind of about education. So there's like 3 really big unis, which contribute pretty significantly to the population.
The Glasgow Fair reportedly began in 1190. A bridge over the river was recorded from around 1285. Oh, okay. Glasgow, University of Glasgow, 1451. Okay, so it's crazy history.
Yeah. When I was at uni, they had their 500-year anniversary or something.
Oh my goodness.
They're pretty old.
From the second half of the 1700s onward, textile manufacturing, exporting dominated in trade. That's what you were saying. Okay. Here's something where people died. The The water company began supplying water to residents living in the South River in 1846, obtained from the reservoirs, which gave 75,000 people a constant supply of water. Okay, so they got good water in 1850. But others were not so fortunate, and some 4,000 died in the outer break from cholera. Jeez. God, life was hard. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. 851 years old. Oh, thank you. So you opened in 2011. Let me just ask you this really quick. How many times have you thought about closing in the last 15 years?
0.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Okay. So 2011, did you ever compete in the games as a team or sectionals or no, you never?
No way. No way.
Okay. So you were a coach. You're a coach, Iain.
Yeah. 100%.
And tell me about that journey in 2011. Does the gym take off strong?
So yeah, we opened up pretty strong. I think, like every CrossFit gym, I don't think that's changed much. Most CrossFit gyms I hear of open up and get to 100 members pretty quick, you know. So we were the same. We got to about 150 within 2 years, and then we kind of just hovered around there where most gyms get stuck, right? It took a little bit of took a lot of mistakes to figure out after that. But we're now about 500 members.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Same location?
Yeah.
So all 15 years, same location?
Yep.
And how big is the gym?
So we've got like railway arches. Each railway arch is about 3,000 square feet. So for the first 3 or 4 years, we had one arch, and then we got a second one next door. And then just during lockdown, the third one became available. And yeah, Gavin and I spoke about it. We didn't really have a plan, and we didn't really have the money for it, but we figured if everyone's dead from COVID, then there wasn't really any risk, so we should just take it anyway.
And are all these arched buildings, let me see if I can show a picture of it. Are they all connected, or do you have to go outside to go from one to another?
Yeah, you got to use your fitness and go out the front door.
Okay, so each of those has its own entrance.
Yep.
Man, 500 members is crazy. This is a kids class?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's part of the reason why we've got so many archways now, is because the community, right? I started a gym because I wanted to coach people. I wanted to, yeah, this is our CrossFit Kids page, I think. But yeah, I started a gym because I wanted to be the best trainer in the world. Like, no, I don't feel bad about saying that. I wanted to be, anyone I saw on the CrossFit.com videos, I wanted to be better than them at coaching. And I just saw CFG as being like the vehicle for me to get there.
Oh, that's awesome. 500 members is crazy. Is it, how do you have so many members? Is that word of mouth or?
Yeah, just word of mouth and sheer force of will.
No. Do you do active marketing or?
We do now. We didn't before. That's something we've started in the past 12 months or so. Well, 18 months.
And what's that look like?
Looks a lot like some of the crap you're looking at now, I think. I'm not massive on social media, so I rely quite heavily on everybody else to help me out with this stuff, if I'm honest.
But do you run commercials on TV locally? Do you put up signs in subways?
No. We advertise on a little bit on Meta, and we referrals, and then other than that, it's literally just be social, go out, walk the city, and chat to folk, and be like, "Hey, have you heard of CrossFit?"
Iain, how has the demographic changed from your first 150 clients to the cohort that's in there now?
So 1 or 2 members are still there. So obviously they've all got older like I have. So I think originally we were looking at more rugby players. Definitely. We had a lot of firefighters, a few people in the army. Then over time, it started to become just they started bringing their friends in, and then, like I said, as we got older, we started to attract different people, and now mostly it's people in their 30s to 35s is our main demographic.
And people who go there just to stay fit, or who are competitive, or
We do have a competitor archway, but yeah, it's mostly people who want to stay fit right now. They're probably only 10% of our gym.
And what about the man to woman ratio? Has that changed?
So it was like male dominated at the start, and then we actually went the other way, and we're probably 55% female, and now we're like bang on 50-50. But
Yeah,
I think
go ahead. Sorry.
it's all right. I think the main thing for us is like what we've seen the change in is mostly been in like the delivery of our service as well. I think before our programming was probably geared towards being competitive, or it was harder, right?
Right.
Or more intimidating. Whereas now it's much more like it's still challenging, it's still difficult, but you're not going to snatch today and try and do handstand walks tomorrow.
And was that a conscious evolution? Was there a point where you decided to make that change, or that was just a slow evolution based on your clientele?
I think when you're starting out as a trainer, you just and you can do the programming. I did CrossFit level 1 and CrossFit level 2, and then I obviously started doing everything else. So like gymnastics, I did CrossFit football. So then all of a sudden everything got really heavy and really short, sharp, and intense. We did a conjugate. So then, we started attaching bands to everybody, and everyone had to walk in the door and be laden with chains and things. Yeah, so you just get influenced by all the new tools that you're putting in your toolkit over the years. And I think the big change happened for us or for me at least, was when, you're in the gym, you're training with your friends, and I just want to be the best trainer. And then you see some friends, they fall in love, and you go to their wedding. And then once you've gone to their wedding, they have their kids, and their kids come to CrossFit Kids. And now I look at the gym very differently, and I think it's not about me becoming the best trainer. It's about this place being like a positive place for these, this is where mom and dad met. This is fucking important now.
Wow.
So it's about how do we make this last, and making it last is really about keeping it relevant to the people in the city.
Wow. That's a great story. And do you do all your programming there?
Yeah.
Gavin is Gavin still a partner?
Yeah, Gavin's still a partner.
And but your responsibility is the programming.
Oh no, so we have some head trainers now, and they do the programming. I'm always there to review and help out when they need it, but yeah, we keep all the programming in-house. It's a part of like professional development, isn't it? And I think if any of your trainers have aspirations to open a gym themselves, why not learn here first?
How many of your clients have gone on to open gyms?
Oh, so many. Like you could look up CrossFit in Scotland, and most of them will have come from us.
Wow.
The ones that are around right now. So we've got in our immediate area, got, I don't know, Kirkintilloch, East Kilbride. I don't know. Andy from Australia was a Omnipotent opened by Tony Curtis. He was a member of our gym. Like, just kind of goes on and on, really.
And do you view that as do you get concerned when they do that, or it sounds like you're very supportive of that?
No, I love it. I think it's good. I think, what's everyone else doing? No one's doing anything. Like, I just don't get it. You're literally hiring a space if you go to any other gym. Nobody gives a shit that you come. Nobody looks after you. There's 600,000 people in this city, plenty to go around. I want 1,000, and most other gyms want a couple of hundred.
Right. Wow. What an incredible story, and what a cool evolution that you've gone through. Tell me about the competitive space you have. Who goes to that? Are those people who are competitive in CrossFit, or are those people who are just competitive in general at that age where they want to really just push their limits?
So it's a bit of both, but we've struggled with this for years. You know, you've got those guys with their shirts off up at the back of the room intimidating everyone, and they don't want to follow the general program. They want to follow something else. So
and you don't mean that in a mean way, right? It's just where they're at, and
No.
they want to get it.
Yeah. And they want to represent your gym as well, right? Which is really cool when you think about it. But we didn't really have a home for them. And, you know, we'd taken all these courses, and I think if on the trainer directory, if you look up Gavin and myself, the list is stupid. And we're like, well, we should be the best people equipped to program for this and help these people. So now the evolution of the competitive archway is you have to want to compete. So you're definitely doing the open. Every year we run our own version of a combine. You have to do that, and you have to compete at any level. And we have a lot of masters competitors, and we have a lot of younger people too that are just starting out. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is old. Have you seen the CrossFit trainer directory?
No, the one that CrossFit puts out? Probably. If I have, I can't. No, I don't know. I can't imagine. I've never seen it, but
If you go to trainerdirectory.crossfit.com.
CrossFit. The one where you go to find a trainer.
Yeah, that's probably. I don't have my credentials up on the site because it's a bit dumb. There's a lot of judges courses in there.
I just ended up here. But you're saying this thing is full of people from your gym.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, this is for our, like, we were just talking about credentials. If you type my surname in there, you would get my credentials out of that if you cared to look.
Oh,
but
yeah. Let's how spell your last name for me?
BARBOUR.
BO. I just type in. I wonder if I have to put in the city. Oh,
No.
Oh my goodness. Okay. You really have taken everything. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You took the nutrition course. You've been around forever. You're old as dirt. Holy shit. Running, scaling, spot the floss, strongman. Wow, strongman.
Yeah, I worked with Rob Orlando. I took some seminars with him. I went over to Chaffee's gym. I went over to CrossFit Louvre and took a strongman seminar with Rob.
Endurance. Okay, you've done it all.
But yeah, so we just thought that we should be using our knowledge to program for the competitors, and so we've always just done the programming for that room as well.
Okay. So give me, so you have a competitors, you have kids, a whole variety area of kids. Do you do Hyrox courses?
No, not yet. It is something we are looking at though, because I think it's a good gateway drug to CrossFit.
Yeah, and it's exploding in Europe, right?
Yeah, it's huge. We actually have it in Glasgow, and when they race in Glasgow, I think it runs for, I might be wrong, but I believe it runs for like 4 days, and they had something like 15,000 people do it.
Wow. And it's probably a sort of a CrossFit reunion when you go to there. I have to guess that half the people there have already either belong to a CrossFit gym or do some CrossFit.
They've definitely heard of CrossFit, right?
Yeah.
And I think for us, it's like you said, it's just about showing people what we do and the facilities we have. I think part of the reason I don't mind other gyms opening up is every CrossFit gym has their own flavor, don't they? They have their own niche. We're big, and being big, we rely on our services. We run 140 classes a week.
Wow.
So we have great trainers, and we have lots of facilities, and we have a tremendous number of services, everything from teens classes, older adult strength classes, weightlifting clubs, competitors, strongman. So we have a bit of everything. We run classes from 5:30 in the morning till 9:30 at night. I think we do 13 CrossFit classes a day, Monday to Friday. Just like back to back to back.
What time do you guys open? When's your first class?
5:30.
And when's your last class?
8:30 to 9:30.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Okay. That place is popping. Cleaning that place must be crazy.
And it's never ending. It's like, it's just a sliding scale. Like if that's clean, it's between here and here, you know, like it never gets back up there.
And you seem to be in a bit of a competition. How many years has this competition been going on? Is this the second year?
Well, yeah. So last year, see these losers in fourth place, Method?
Yeah, I say these losers.
Yeah, they beat us to the biggest team in the UK last year, and it's the first time in like 13 years that we didn't hold that title.
Oh, wow. What's the most people you've ever had sign up for the Open?
It was around 350.
Okay. God, that is some incredible buy-in from your clients.
Yeah, we've always had. So the Open was. It was a way for me and Gavin and our community to show up on your radar, to be honest with you. I think there's always, maybe it's not the truth, but it always feels like there's a big divide between the US and the rest of the world in CrossFit, because it is a US company.
Right.
So I just loved seeing, like, I didn't have to have the best athletes. I just needed to get people to sign up to the Open. And every year when CrossFit would start releasing media stuff, they'd have to acknowledge that CrossFit Glasgow is up there.
Yeah, yeah.
And so year after year, we would do that. And it was just our little way of kind of like just giving you guys the finger and saying, like, take notice of us.
Hey, and what's crazy is we were just doing a random show, and someone said, who are the top 10 most gyms last year? And I think Caleb pulled it up and on the show, and I was thinking, oh, I want to talk to all these gyms. I want to see who's holding up the middle finger. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And is it good for your gym? Is the Open good for your gym? I know some affiliate owners think it's really taxing on the gym. Other people talk about it being a great retention tool because it brings the community together and reminds everyone who they are and lets people get introduced to the evening classes, to the morning classes. How do you? By the way, are you just doing a slow start? Or are you gonna end up whooping these people?
We better. We're at 92 now, and
Okay.
I think we're pulling away from Method, and we're behind 179 for the time being. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, fuck these guys. We're gonna smash them.
Okay, good.
We're gonna go hard.
All right. And would you remember what place you were in last year worldwide?
We were fourth last year.
Okay.
In the world.
And so outside of the reason of just being like, yeah, look at, we're representing, what are the benefits or the hardships of having the Open at your gym?
So I think the benefits of having the Open is, like you said, is like there's a real opportunity for the gym owners to use it as a retention tool and use it to test their community. I think testing and recording is really, really important. I know it's scary, and I know you're always going to get a bit of pushback from your community on that. However, there's only one way you can prove what you're doing actually works. And the proof is in the pudding. And the longer you do it for, the more valuable it becomes. Like we tend to struggle with people who are doing the Open for their third or fourth or fifth time because they've inevitably got hurt from life, or they've got older and their priorities have changed and they don't want to acknowledge that they're not as fit as they were yesteryear. I've been doing the Open for, I don't know, 2011. So mine's done this now.
Mm-hmm.
And I really value it. I love it. Like, past couple of years, I've been pretty fat and lazy, to be honest with you. And so I was probably here, and then I've done this and I've done this. And I can't wait to do the Open this year and be back to somewhere around here again.
Right.
Whereas if I skip those years, it wouldn't tell a story. It would just look like, oh, in 4 years, nothing's changed. That's a bit crap.
Right.
But now it's like my little redemption arc. I'm going to come back. So I think that side is really, really important, and your community needs to be prepared to be tested on that. And I think participation is huge. Like, inside your own gym, if everybody can celebrate the effort that everyone else is putting in rather than the results and comparing it to one another, I think it'd be really, really positive. We normally make a big deal out of it. We get we get a photographer in, we have a DJ, we take loads of photos, people get stuff to put up on Instagram. We write about each other's efforts and who inspired us. So I think it's just a great retention tool for your gym. It's a lot of work though. It's not easy.
And do you have a preference over 3 weeks or 5 weeks?
For running as a gym?
Yeah.
Definitely 3.
Mm-hmm.
Over 5, I think, I've seen Hiller talk about how it's a better test, and I can't dispute that. I think the over 3 weeks, you have to probably consider it as being not in and of itself, but include quarterfinals as well for those that are competitive. And
yeah, I hadn't heard that idea until yesterday. Someone mentioned it in the Dave Castro Weekend Review. I thought that was kind of brilliant, or at least if I had heard it, I hadn't remembered. Do the first 3, make it 5 weeks, but it's gated, so you do the first 3 weeks, and then if you make it, you get to do the next 2 weeks. I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, oh, and that way it forces everyone to try their hardest in the first 3 weeks because you include those scores as part of the quarterfinal scores. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, that would work. I think, 5 weeks was a test of endurance, right? I think when we used to do the 5 weeks, week 1, I would have 300 people sign up to the Open, 285 do it week 1. By week 5, I'm getting like 100 people doing the Open.
Right.
They're over it.
Right.
So,
there is a great sense of accomplishment. There is a great sense of accomplishment when you finish it, even the 3 weeks.
Yeah. This is years and years ago. There was a workout in the Open, and I remember it really well, where I had about 55 toes to bar, and I was pretty crap at toes to bar. And I remember that vividly, being stuck under the bar, doing those stupid pendulum swing singles, thinking, never again, and that's the value of the Open to me. Like, I just think, yes, it's nice when people get their first muscle up or first double under, but it's just that unashamed, like, nowhere to hide humble pie where you're like, this is kicking your ass. And then you have a choice.
I'm guessing every year you have lots of people, it's their first Open, and then you have people who it's their 10th Open.
Yeah. So we have, I just got someone who joined the gym last week to sign up to the Open today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She doesn't have a clue what it's about, but she just is excited and wants to try it out.
What's interesting? I had never done a 5K or never been to a run before. And I did one a few weeks ago, and the entry fee was $60. And now that the Open's come around, I think, God, the Open is so much better, and it's only $20. The 5K, I was like just running at some high school, running by trash cans and a dumpster and through some hallways. And it was a cool community event, and there were a lot of people there that, like, I was, from my small town that I'm in that I hadn't seen in years. But it was still like, now that I think about it, it's like, man, the Open is such a slam dunk.
Yeah. We often get the complaint about the money, and I would rather give the money to you than the money to HQ. But I think at some point, as an owner, like, I have a sign over my door that says CrossFit, and that's what I love. And this is like, this is our opportunity, and each member's individual opportunity to invest in that. And if they really think it's good, to see it grow globally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And all it costs is $20 to do that. You get to compete. And yes, if you don't care about your scores, it doesn't matter. But if you like to watch the games, then that money goes towards the games, and it goes towards the athletes in the games. And if you don't like that, the number one vehicle that gets people doing CrossFit is the games. So by putting your money...
Why do you think people have trouble accepting that? I haven't seen this study, but anecdotally, if you talk to people every day about how they found CrossFit, you're gonna hear, I saw it on ESPN. I was in a hotel room. I saw the Netflix documentary. It's a trip that so many people that's even debatable. I mean, you say it with confidence that you know that people are coming in because they see the games.
Yeah, because as an owner, that's what I hear when I'm doing a sales call. Like, that's, how did you hear about us? Oh, I saw it on TV.
Yeah.
I saw on Netflix. And that was huge.
YouTube served me Rich Froning doing heavy grace in a stadium.
Yeah, exactly. And it's inspired people to step outside their comfort zone and try something new. And I think all these complaints tend to come from people who don't own gyms, and they don't know any better. They're just looking for a reason as to why they're not going to do it. And that's absolutely fine. Just don't do it and shut up. Like, let everyone else have fun. It's okay.
Lane is quietly confident they can pull it back, or he's completely fucked. Pedro, how come he sounds so American at times? Your ear is tuning to Scottish, and you're becoming fluent. All right. Hey, when they did the shutdowns, you weren't. How many members did you have, and you weren't concerned you were going to lose your gym? That struggle. How did you get through that struggle?
Yeah, Scotland was crazy for the lockdown. I think we were in the UK. Mm-hmm. Which is England, Wales, and Scotland. It excludes Ireland for the sake of the Tri-Nations right now. I'm just joking. Ireland as well. Scotland was... Yeah, that's going to give us some drama. Scotland was locked down for the longest. I think we were locked down for almost a year and a half.
Wow. Holy shit. And did people actually... the United States is so big, and so we had different, like I would hear, like I would read reports where like people had been in their house for 6 months, whereas like in my town, like I don't know anyone who stayed in their house. Did people in your town take it seriously? In Scotland, did they take it seriously? Like people were hunkering down?
Yeah, for the large part. There was quite a lot of fear at the start, and
like the roads were empty. Like your town was like a zombie apocalypse hit. Like if you went out, you're like, shit, in the middle of the day, there's no one out.
Yeah. If you've been to the UK, right?
Yeah.
Like we love a queue. We'll stand neatly in line and stuff like that. So when someone says you can't go outside, like loads of people didn't go outside.
Okay.
But we got support from our government for that. So to be honest with you, as a gym owner, we were okay. Like we were going to survive that time. They gave us a loan.
Did you have to actually pay it back?
Yeah, we're still paying it back. I think almost finished now.
I think in the United States, I feel like they gave loans, and then when it was, I mean, they printed so much money here. When you say the government gave money, I don't know how they do it there, but here they printed, it was our own money. They printed so much money. I mean, I just remember getting check. I didn't even apply for anything, and I was getting crazy checks in the mail from the U.S. government. Money was just showing up in the mailbox, but I think they forgave the loans in this country. A lot of them, maybe all of them. Big loans. They didn't do that there.
No. We got a really, really low interest rate on it. So I just took the maximum time to pay it back. And just figured that, it was a weird time, wasn't it? Looking back on it. But
so you were actually shut down for a year and a half.
Yeah, it was close to. Towards the end, you were allowed to meet outside. So we would do classes outside, and I would go into the gym just grab some kit.
Yeah.
And there'd be, remember the coldest days being like -15, and just carrying the kit to this area under a bridge, putting it all down so people can train.
Did you say -15?
Yeah, it was cold. It was really cold.
Let me ask you this: was it the same way in the United States? They told us it was just going to be like a couple weeks, and then it just kept getting longer and longer. Was it like that in Scotland also?
Yeah,
They just kept you would just see on the news. You didn't even know who the information was coming from, but they just kept pushing this deadline further out.
Yeah, at the start it was so Scotland's got its own parliament, but they're still under the United Kingdom's parliament.
Okay.
So there's always that kind of like bit of a
Tension
fight between
okay.
a bit of fight between the two. And I think COVID was a time when people could really, like, I don't know, they could just hang them out to dry, you know, like, oh, look how like irresponsible like Westminster, England's being about these policies. We're going to keep you all safe by doing this instead. And
Okay.
I think, and maybe I'm completely wrong, but that's the way it felt. It felt like
Right.
we were kind of making
Like
an
some
example.
posturing. Look, we can stay locked up longer than you.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. As a small
God,
gym owner, I was just like, God. It's like, just give up.
And what happened to your clientele? Did you have to rebuild from scratch when it was over?
Not quite from scratch, but I think we gave everybody the option to just stop paying, pay whatever they could afford, or keep paying. And I think we were down to about 33% of our member base still paying by the end. And then when we opened up, everyone just came back, and we just, obviously you got this list of people that used to be your members, so you just immediately get in touch with them all.
Did you have any members die?
Good question. I don't believe so.
Interesting. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I remember when it was happening, Ian, I remember just constantly being on alert because I was looking to see if any CrossFitter, I could find any news of any CrossFitter who died. And I think eventually I saw one it was an Italian guy who was living in Belgium at the time. And but I thought that was fascinating. I thought, wow, what it's a little brash, but what a great marketing tool. We only lost one during COVID. Do CrossFit.
Yeah, that's a good catcher. Especially when they were trying so hard to link everything. It seemed like, you know, you got hit by a car, but you had COVID. Like,
yes. The most fascinating thing stat today, at least in the United States for me, is that the flu went away. I don't know if the flu went away there, but if you look at our CDC, it's like everyone's dying from the flu, and then COVID came, and then there's just 1 year where like no one died from the flu. I was like, wait, what? Is everyone seeing this? Like, how can that be? The flu went away? The year COVID came, it just made room. It's like, we're taking the year off. Yeah, it was some weird times.
Living in this country, you're never without a cold. It's just normal, par for the course.
Yeah, someone always has a cold.
Yeah.
Do you attend the games?
Past couple of years I've been out to the games. We've been lucky enough to be on the affiliate council. We've been invited out. So yeah, we've gone out to sit on a few panels with the, you know, in the affiliate lounge to do talks and things. And don't see an awful lot of the games, to be fair.
But when you're there, you're more working or participating in some community stuff.
Yeah, usually. Last year we got to see much more of the games because all of that was done in the days prior to the games, which was really cool.
Are you coming out to San Jose this year?
I would love to. I would absolutely love to. Yeah, it's my intention.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think, you know, everything that we've done prior to this to now, I would attribute to taking part in the Open and participating in, you know, supporting the CrossFit Games. Like, CrossFit Glasgow is just ran by two random guys who aren't very well known, and just through consistency and years of just being in the mix, we've managed to get into competitions like running Strength and Depth, which was a semi-final for a little while. and then get us onto the affiliate council as well and get us invited out to the games. So yeah, I think the Open's has opened a lot of doors for us.
Let me see if I understand what you're saying. You're saying that, so not only you were saying for fun, it's an FU to everyone. Look at our participation in the Open, but it actually did work. It got you the attention that, like, wow, look at this gym. It's big. It's in Europe. It's not near the mothership, and it gets massive participation in the Open. So through that, people have reached out, and you've integrated more into the community, is what you're saying, as a resource for other people.
Yeah, absolutely. And just been a great way to connect and meet more people. And, you know, we host seminars, and we now work with HQ, and I just want to be as involved in the ecosystem as possible and help it where I can.
Did you ever have a business mentor for your gym?
No, for years we just were messing it up and outworking our mistakes, to be honest with you.
Okay, so you never belonged to Best Hour or Two Brain or none of those resources.
So this year we've started. Well, no, we're into the next year. Last year we started with Two Brain for a year to see what it's like, and before that, we just had good friends. Like Dan Chaffee's a really good friend of ours. Ollie Mansbridge, who owns CrossFit Bath.
Successful gym owners who've been around. Yep.
Yeah. So we would meet every year. Like, this is from back in the Reebok days. Like Dan Chaffee stood up and did a little presentation at a Reebok affiliate summit in the UK. I remember him saying, he stood there and he's like, "Who here would like to pay themselves more?" And every gym owner puts their hands up. And he's like, "Right, I'm just going to tell you all right now that I pay myself a salary of, like, I can't remember what it was, like 10,000 euros a month." And I'm just like, I'm listening.
Awesome. What was the catalyst for reaching out to Two Brain? Did you see something that made you think, "Oh, I should reach out to them. We should try that"?
Yeah, I think one is Gavin and I we're full of ideas and full of energy, but not full of consistency. So we don't see things through particularly well. So I thought, and I can't rely on people who are also busy and my friends to do that, right? I need to pay a professional for that. So I thought just paying for some accountability would be useful. And then the reason I went with them was purely because they have data to back up their decisions on things. They're like, do this. And my natural instinct is to just be like, why? And they go, because this many gyms say it's good. And I go, okay. I don't have any ego, and I'm more than willing to be wrong, because I'm wrong most of the time.
This thing that they put out.
Yeah.
This book that they put out with just all the data.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, this thing's incredible.
Yeah, so I said to them, I was like, I want to grow to 100 members. And they're like, "Oh, we have this many gyms that have done it." And I'm like, okay, well, show me how to do it then. And I hope it works.
And how was your year with them?
So we're coming up to 8 months with them. It's been really good so far. They're Gavin and I are busy, like everybody. So we're not the most consistent at getting on the calls. I say that right now because we're meant to have been on one 2 weeks ago and not booked one since. But like I said, is like, I love going on the calls, and I love them saying, "Where are we at with this?" And you're like, fuck, I better get that done.
It's kind of wild. It's kind of a testament to your success, how humble you are by saying things like, we're not good with follow through, because it's kind of a head scratcher, because you have 500 members, you have a beautiful location, you have mass participation in the Open. Obviously, you're changing a lot of people's lives, and yet you say that because for some reason, you see this ceiling of where you need 1,000 clients, and that you would turn. I think a lot of people in your position would be like, "Hey, I'm the expert and I already know everything," and yet you would turn to an organization like Two Brain Cooper's organization and be like, "All right, let's see what they got," and not poo-poo it, and once again see value in it. It's pretty damn impressive.
I think again, it's like you can sit in your echo chamber and just get reinforced and create excuses as to why you're not there yet. If I had the answers, I'd have 1,000 members, right?
Right.
So, you know, someone's going to teach me something that works at some point. And like I said, is like a lot of these decisions before that we made, they were risks. And really it was like, the question was, are we willing to outwork the mistake? Are we, you know, if I really screw this up, am I willing to come in 7 days a week and cover classes and make this work, or am I not? And as we get older and we have staff now who depend on us for an income, like, we're not in a position where we can do that anymore. So, you know, it's better that we learn from the mistakes of others, and it's better that we make more informed decisions.
I had never heard that equation. That's a great equation. If we take a risk, are we willing to outwork the damage that this risk makes if it doesn't work out?
Yeah, that's what it always was. It was like, you take an extra archway.
Logical. Yeah.
I need to make an extra $2,000. Okay, cool. I'll just go crazy on PT until I get there.
Right. Well, hey, one more question. Do you remember your first client where they lost 100 pounds?
No, that's something which I think we're really bad on. Our gym is just like most other gyms. The pyramid starts with nutrition, but we really focus on the metabolic conditioning and up. We do dietary challenges, but we need to take more metrics on that side of things. I think we need to take better care of our community that way.
All right. Well, something's working, and a lot of people are getting healthy. Thank you very much. Loved meeting you. I can't believe we've never met before, right?
No.
Yeah, crazy that you've been around this long and I've never met you. I hope someday I get to make it out to your gym. Great meeting you, Iain.
That's good to meet you too. Thanks for having me.
And good luck. I'm rooting for you. You're my new. I'm rooting for you guys to win the signups in the Open.
Oh, we'll tag you. We'll let you know when we've won.
Awesome. All right, brother. Thank you. Have a great day. Stay warm.
See ya.
All right. Ciao. Wow, that's a cool dude. Haven't met an affiliate owner I don't like. Crazy. Something's missing here on the board. Do I need? How come don't I get my Instagram handle up here or something? What's missing? I don't get my Instagram handle up here anymore. Dude, where's my Instagram handle? Damn. What a good. These gym owner videos are incredible. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm having a blast. Having a blast. One final tidbit. Best new series. And the winner for best new series, the Sevon podcast. No, the CF Network. Channel are we on? Best new series goes to the CF Network. I don't have a fucking mullet. Fuck you. I don't have a mullet. I look more. I'm more like a mullet. I'm stuck in I'm trying to look like Jesus, but instead I look like Lord Fauntleroy. I don't know what I'm in a weird hair phase. I only have a mullet. YouTube shadow ban UIG. YouTube shadow ban UIG. I don't speak that language. Mr. Leonard, Sevon, why did you lie to that man? You don't hope to go all the way across the planet. You don't want to leave the house if you can help it. I would like to meet him, though. There's a little bit of a lie. I would like to meet him. I went to a film festival in Edinburgh once. I enjoyed Scotland. Hippie hairstyle needs shampoo. No. I've been soaping my hair more than normal. I'm getting, you know what happens is when I wash my hair, my wife will say, "Oh, you're having a good hair day." I think she knows the days I wash it and she's trying to get me like, I think my wife's losing a little bit of her hippiness. It's a tragedy. But I still love her. I warmed up to this clip. This was sent to me by a friend. I warmed up to this clip. It took me a little while to warm up to it. Let's discuss. Let's watch and discuss this one. Okay, here we go.
We accept the fact that men want to be women. Men have always been jealous of women. How do I know? The men have become obsessed with looks maxing. And if you don't know what that is, it's when you do a certain set of things to become more scientifically attractive.
Looks maxing? Looks maxing? What is the term? Looks something? Okay, well, let's go on.
Usually, it's men taking advice from men on how to be more attractive to women. So now they're wearing makeup, getting fillers, getting plastic surgery, all so that we find them more attractive. Baby, if that's what you had to do to get a woman to look at you, the problem was never your looks, okay? The baddest bitches that I know have had wet dreams about Adam Sandler and Jack Black. Do you...
Girls have wet dreams? I didn't even know. Like, what? Is that... Girls have had wet dreams about... Is that just a figure of speech? Adam Sandler and Jack Black? I'll accept Adam Sandler. Not Jack Black. Anyway, we'll continue.
You think that those two men tape their mouths when they go to sleep at night? You do not need a looks maxing course to pull women.
Looks maxing course? What the fuck is she saying? Looks what course? Looks what?
You need a personality. Why don't you go take an improv comedy class and go work on yourself a little bit? Maybe instead of taping your mouth before you go to sleep, you should just keep it taped so you have the ability to listen to women. Because we have been telling you all of these things for free for years. Women are the most attracted to male confidence. A man who is not afraid to think for himself instead of being easily influenced by social media. If women were actually attracted to someone who cares more about their appearance than they do, they would have already been with women. I know I've considered it, okay? Instead of worrying about the ascension of your looks, you should be worried about the ascension of your bank account. Girls don't care about how thick your eyelashes are. The girls are attracted to a powerful, secure man. And usually that means that that man has money. Because with money comes all of those things, if we're speaking transparently. Obviously, not all women are the same. But to be fair, at least the supermodels prefer it that way. You don't need a nose job. You just need a job. It's time we...
Wow. So I went from like hating this chick to why am I watching this to, at the end, she spoke my love language. You don't need a nose job. I was like, thank you. Oh God, thank you. Oh God. You need a job. I don't have one of those either, but is that accent real? I don't know. She's a trip. So be a gold digger. I think she says confidence and swagger goes further than looks, and we all know people who have money who are assholes and they get really weird. But then there's that other kind of money where you're just like, she may want a nose job. She got a good note. Looks maxing. Is that Urban Dictionary? Looks maxing. Looks maxing? What is that? Looks maxing is social media driven trend focused on maximizing physical attractiveness through grooming, fitness, fashion, skincare, and sometimes extreme cosmetic procedures, aiming to boost confidence by optimizing one's appearance. Though critics note it can foster body dysmorphia and unhealthy obsession with unrealistic beauty standards. I've had a huge in the last 48 hours, I've had this last 24 hours, I've had this I've been really focused on perception. Like you and I could be in the same room and see two totally different things. Two totally different things. And I always forget that. I guess what's going on in Minnesota is like totally that. So, some people think it's a hunt for immigrants, and some people think it's a hunt for illegal immigrants, and some people think it's a hunt for pedophiles. It's just like your perception of what's going on there. I think that also some people maybe use their own discernment versus what's being told to them. Not that one is better than the other, but one definitely shouldn't be thrown out with the one definitely should not be thrown out, right? Like the COVID thing. Like I don't know anyone who died, but the news is telling me everyone's dying. Not that I'm going to throw out that the news is telling me everyone's dying, but I'm also going to use my own discernment. Like, well, I don't see it, so like I guess it's pretty safe here. Can we talk about Minnesota here? Yeah, if I do it in a neutral, unbiased way, we can. Yes. Closer shot of your hair, please. More red hair. This channel needs more red hair. Yeah, perception's a trip. Perception is such a trip. Like, do you remember learning? I remember being young and learning that the first thing that people see about other people is their shoes they're wearing. And I remember thinking, God, I've never looked at anyone's shoes. I never look at I like shoes. I don't look at shoes, but I guess that's what the majority of people do. They look at shoes. There could be an unhinged rant. I'm cool though. I'm cool. Look up Mikel Faro Prado. Prado? Who's that? Mikel Faro Prado. This better be fucking relevant. This better be relevant. Hi. Yeah, you can come in. Images. Oh, that is disgusting. Why would you send me that? No, thank you. If they're dirty, I judge. I don't even look at people's shoes or bags, or I don't even look at any of that stuff. Hi. How about now?
Hi. Oh,
Hi.
there we go.
How are you?
Good. I haven't been on the show in a long time.
Nuh-uh, you haven't.
Yeah.
How's the vlog coming?
Good.
Did you edit this morning?
A little bit. I do not think we should put that song in there.
Oh, you don't?
No.
You why don't you think we should put that? We got a karaoke machine and Avi performs a song. You perform it so well.
Yeah, but I don't want, like, I'll feel so embarrassed if, like, Ms. Mighty or Molly don't see it.
Oh, really? Okay. Embarrassed, or you don't want to alienate people? Do you know what that word means? Alienate?
I mean, I just don't want to, like, hurt them. Because I'm singing something.
Yeah.
Not me.
I forgot you. Let me type in. Alienate. Alienate means I'm gonna teach you a word here. Okay. Alienate means. Are you dressed? You have clothes on? Okay. Okay. Alienate means cause someone to feel isolated or estranged. You know what estranged means? Like you don't want to make them feel bad, or you don't want to be embarrassed. Oh, thanks for leaving the door open. It's freezing in here. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Really?
It's fine. No,
It
it's
is
fine.
freezing in here?
I'm cold. I'm not like you. I'm old. I'm not like. No, it's okay, Ari. Ari, sweetheart. Oh. So the song you sing in the upcoming vlog is
Devil's a Democrat.
okay. Devil Democrat. And you you're there's footage of this song on the karaoke machine, and you're saying that
The propaganda is on every channel. They think we stupid like the truth is just too hard to handle. Put on your camo, it's a culture war and load the ammo. They want Antifa ruling everything like in Seattle. And they want anyone who's fighting to be dead and canceled. They want rainbows in the classrooms and 15 different bathrooms and white guys named black dudes. They want war, they don't want peace. They want fentanyl in our streets. They want borders to be weak. I swear the devil lives in California. He a politician. He passing bills that bring chaos and division. Yeah, the devil lives in California. Should be in prison. He got horns, but he tries to keep them hidden. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that. They say that.
You can't, sorry, you can't hear that?
No, it's too loud.
Oh.
Blow my eardrums out,
Okay,
baby.
here we go.
America, we know it ain't that, cause the devil is a Democrat. We ain't win it, we ain't switch it, y'all tripping. I just built this different. They get celebrities, they do their talking. They get mentions while they cramp us all into apartments. Telling schools in school that make you retarded. If you ain't liberal, then they teach you like you human garbage. If you speak up, then you a target. They want their voice and amplified. Violence or flag on fire, no voter ID required. They want war, they don't want peace. They want you on the police. They want you surrounded by screens. That's right, the devil is in California. He a politician. He passed some bills that bring chaos in the vision. Yeah, the devil is in California. Should be in prison. He got horns, but he tries to keep them hidden. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that. They say that. They love America. We know it ain't that. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it. We ain't switching. Y'all tripping. I just watched Bill is a different dog. Is a Democrat. Sorry.
So you think that maybe those of us, our family members who are Democrats, might be offended by that?
No.
Yeah. I don't care.
Ari's like, no.
I don't care if anybody on the vlog sees it. I don't care.
What if there's people who like you and appreciate your work ethic and how nice you are to people and just like seeing your life, but they are Democrats and then for some reason they don't watch your channel because you're singing a song that's like hurting their feelings, like because they think they're a Democrat. It'd be like if you said you didn't like teddy bears, and then all
Teddy
the people.
bears.
I know you like teddy bears, but let's say you said you didn't like teddy bears, and then all the people at home who have teddy bears be like, "Fuck those kids! I'm not watching them."
That's
then.
retarded then.
I don't care though.
You
It's
don't?
retarded though.
Okay. All right. But you draw the line when it comes to your own family. You don't not worry about other people, but you don't want to. Your grandmother, you don't want to upset her.
Mhm.
And my grandfather and my
Miss Mighty probably just heard that.
yeah.
No, I don't think she watched.
Yeah, no, she's
No,
she's in there right now. They're all listening.
All right. Well, I respect that. I don't want to upset my mom either. So I respect the fact you don't want to upset your grandmother. I don't. Yeah.
I don't think she cares.
No, she cares.
Really?
Yeah.
That workout was so hard yesterday.
Oh yeah. Tell him the workout you did.
And I'm
yesterday.
not sore yet.
You're not sore yet.
I feel not.
It's 8:30 at night,
And you haven't complained yet.
and
And
it's
I'm editing.
and it's bedtime, and Ari and Joseph have gone to sleep, and Avi's editing, and
It's actually 9.
9 p.m. And I say, "Hey, I'll see you in the garage," and he's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay," and then 30 seconds pass, and he's still editing his vlog. It's called Homeschooled, and he's still editing. And he looks up at me and goes, "Okay, I'll see you in the garage." I'm like, "Wow," because he hadn't worked out yet. And I was kind of pissed too because like I told him I wanted to go in the garage, but I didn't really want to go. It's like it's cold out there, and I'm ready to start getting ready to go to bed too. So I go in the garage, and he comes out there, and he's like, "All right, let's do it." And we did.
And you told me we were only going to walk on the treadmill and do ball throw.
And so what I do is we did like 250 back and forth tennis ball throws while he walks backwards on the air runner, and I put wrist weights on him, 3-pound wrist weights on him. So he's going like this with and we did that 200 times. And then you did 5 rounds of pegboards and bench press.
Yep.
And then you did 75 squats with a 18-pound D-ball.
And then the last one, 30.
And then you did 10. He did a rope for time. He did a rope climb up to a pull-up bar, Did 5 toes to bar, 10 rounds of that.
And I was only supposed to do the toes bar.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, you added I was like, hey, just do 50 toes to bar. And he goes, hey, I'm going to do 10 rope climbs also. It was crazy. It ended up being, we were in there for
30 minutes.
Yeah.
45.
of just, yeah. Ended up being a session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got swole. And you were getting your beauty sleep, Ari.
Mm.
Just cuddled up like a little hamster in your bed.
My bed is so comfortable.
Yeah, it is.
It's so comfortable.
I paid him $100 if he wanted. He said no.
You paid who $100?
He said he would pay me $100 if we would switch rooms.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna hook your room up next after we're done.
With the fish
Oh
tank
shit!
and
Oh
stuff.
shit! Text from your mom.
Your mommy.
Our
Oh,
mom.
Haley just said, "Do you know what you're doing? Wrong channel." No, it's kid stuff. We'll do now. Tomorrow we're gonna do the Republicans are the devil. Tomorrow we'll do that. Balance.
Balance.
Yeah, balance.
Doesn't that guy look like a Democrat to you?
He does actually. Tom Arnold does look like a Democrat. To me.
Tom McDonald.
Tom McDonald. Tom Ronald McDonald.
Yeah. Tattoos all over face. Just look at him.
Yeah.
Like I would never guess he would make songs like that.
Yeah, I mean
He turned his life around.
He did.
Maybe. I mean, he can't undo what he did. He has golden teeth and stuff. You can't see that, but he has golden teeth, diamond teeth, like Post Malone. He's kind of like Post Malone, but less.
Less what?
I don't know.
Right. Are you ready? Who am I taking to gymnastics right now?
If Avi wanted to go, I'm gonna stay here and do tennis.
Okay, you're going, Avi?
Uh,
One of you has to go.
yeah.
Okay. And then mom will take you to tennis and I'll see you over there?
No, you're taking me to tennis.
No, I go to gymnastics.
No,
Yeah?
no,
Yeah.
no.
Listen, gymnastics is a more
Okay,
dangerous route. than
Sevi, listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
Listen. You love me. You kind of love them.
It's true.
Mom loves
you are my
me.
favorite son, yes?
And mom loves them. So
Yeah.
you're coming with me.
I disagree.
Dan Guerrero. The vlog is awesome, Avi.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so this next vlog, I say the day I edit this will probably be New Year's Day, and it's Christmas there. That's how far behind we are.
Oh, that's how much footage we've accumulated?
Yeah,
I
and we caught up pretty good.
I love it. I
Yeah.
know. We're working hard. Who does the most of the work, me or you, on the vlog?
It's back and forth. The last vlog, I did the most.
That's true.
Who does the least work?
I learned how to publish, so that
You're killing it, dude. You're killing it. I noticed the last few days you've been telling me to edit. When normally I feel like I've been telling you to edit, you've been telling me, "Hey, dude, stop playing on video games on your phone. Go edit." I'm like, all right.
Sorry.
All right. Well, where do I look up the vlog? You just go to YouTube and you type in homeschooled.
one of my videos just hit 1,100 views.
Oh my goodness. Homeschooled
Homeschooled kids.
homeschooled kids. No, that's not working. How do you find it? Homeschooled kids. Maybe Three Playing Brothers.
No.
I can't even find it. You can't even find it when you search for it. Maybe if I type in vlog 3PB. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. It probably hasn't jumped in the algo yet. Here, I'll put it in the Ari, stay dressed, buddy. Dressed.
Why?
I don't know. It's just kind of important that you're not naked on the show.
Kinda important.
Yeah, kind of important. Here it is. You can go by most popular. Look at, yeah, 1,000 views on that. Crazy. Oh yeah, we are starting to shoot in 8K now. Yeah,
Yeah, because
8K.
we have a better. I didn't look better on the computer.
Because
looked
we're
like
using
more like-
proxies when we edit. Do you know what proxies are?
No.
It makes little tiny shit files for us to edit with, so that way it doesn't slow down the computer. If we actually use the full 8K, it would slow down the computer.
That
so
sucks.
so it's called proxies.
What about when you see it on your phone?
I guess it'll be better once we publish it. We'll find out. No, it's not Heidi. My name's not Heidi. It's Heidig. Listen,
Hyrig.
Heidig.
Hyrig.
Heidig.
But I call you Heidi.
Listen to this from Vindicate.com.
It's not Heidi. It's Heidi with the.
I think
ing.
Vindicate. I
ING.
think Vindicate subscribes.
At 50 videos, I'll send you boys something special.
Really? What?
My 50th video.
Yeah.
What? What is it?
It's special.
By the way, Colton Merton says that you guys listen to the same music he works out to. He commented that in the comments. I forgot to bring it up.
in my show.
No, just that song you were singing.
wait.
He works out to that. That's how he got so
The
strong.
puppy's gonna come at February. Huh? What are you doing?
What this means?
Are you doing Noah? Shh. Oh, okay.
Okay. Thank you. Stay dressed, Ari. I will see you guys later today over at the Sevon Podcast. No. Ari didn't ruin it. He just changed it a little. Kids just put everything on blast.
Heidig.
Yeah.
How
Speak to me.
how
Just
come
speak to me,
how-
child. My oldest and most worn out son.
How come when you search my channel 3PV?
Because it's a shit channel. It's just tiny.
Yeah,
Little
but
shit channel.
no,
Little shit
no,
channel.
no. How come you can't search homeschooled kids?
It just takes a while. There's millions of people with YouTube channels, and so there's just tons of people who've been there longer than you who they populate first. But we'll keep working. When we get to 50 episodes, we'll try searching for it again.
And get the special surprise.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Wait, Vindicate said that?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Oh yeah, he's gonna send you a truckload of gummy bears.
I know what
Ew.
it is.
What is it?
I'm gonna ruin it though.
Okay. All right. Okay. Jeffrey Birchfield says, "You the man, Avi."
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Like you the man? That's like a compliment. Like you the man.
Yeah, I know, but
Like only
for
one guy
what?
can be the man.
For what?
You just for being cool. Just because you're just the man. No one
Thank
knows
you.
how you become. Oh, thank you. Again, no one knows how you become the man. You either are the man or you're not the man. He says you're the man.
Do you listen to that song?
What song?
I'm the man.
Oh yeah, sing that.
No,
No,
got all over.
don't play it. Please don't play it. Oh, he's playing it.
I'm the man. Yeah. This song right here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you don't know who the man is, this is the man right here.
What?
Okay. I will see you guys later. I don't know what time. No, he's not the man that beats women. 50 Cent's a good dude. He didn't beat women. He's a good dude.
Yeah, voted for Trump.
Yeah.
Did I
You did?
Yeah.
Good dude then.
I love you guys. All right. I will see you guys later on this afternoon with
James Hobart.
no, not you just like saying his name, huh?
Yeah.
Hobart.
Oh, Bart.
Hobart. James
Parsons.
Hobart.
Hobart.
James Hobart.
Taylor.
Oh
Swift?
yeah, Chris Brown. Yeah, I think Chris Brown. Chris Brown might be a woman. You're right. Chris Brown did beat women. You're right. You're right.
He
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
He's awesome though.
No, not anymore.
Oh.
Okay. I will see you guys later. Have a good day. 5 minutes. Corey Leonard and Schweitzer will be on over at Clydesdale Media.
Oh my goodness. Bye bye.